Hello everyone, Welcome to another mod overview, this time on Ag4tr, which is pretty much just additional gear for Tech Reborn. A mod that simply adds in a bunch of rubber gear, as well as night vision goggles, hazmat, and a few crafting materials, along with a taser. As you can see here. Now just a bit of a warning, pretty much this probably won't affect things in the future with future versions, but at least for the sake of this video at least, I've come across it where for some reason version 154 is looking for a 169, when the highest, at least publicly on CurseForge, I don't know if there's like a GitHub version or something like that, is 162, so I don't know if it means that they're targeting the incorrect version and just put the wrong number or something. Or there is another version, I have no idea. So yeah, doesn't say anything in the version before it, 152, and they're using 151 just because it's the one that I've gotten working. So yeah, just a heads up if you're using this version and say prior to say one like this version existing. But as of the making of this video, at least there is no 169, so if you are coming across crashes, I'm assuming it's because of it trying to target something that it can't target. Maybe. I don't know. I can only assume, but at least that's my assumption based on what crashes I'm coming across. Otherwise though, we get to the actual contents. So you've got the following item here, which is required to then make some hazmat sheets, along with the following here, and use that to make your hazmat gear. Like so. You've got obviously the electric taser, which in the version I'm using does not have a recipe, so I'm going to have to upgrade soon. We've got night vision goggles, which is just like so, some rubber, some reinforced glass, red cell battery, and advanced circuit. And you've got the rubber tier of armor, which is just rubber, except for the boots that also requires a wool recipe. So yeah, so we don't need these. And just from checking the actual so stats here, pretty much similar to, I think, leather, not so much gold or so, but it also has obviously very few armor points, but has a bit of knockback resistance. So I'm assuming that's mostly what you're going to be using it for, is if mobs try to attack you or something, they'll bounce off, rather than say a 4 damage sort of situation, I think. We'll just try with say a zombie, for example, even if they're going to burn. Don't think much is really happening there, or it's a chance for it to happen, I don't know. So we'll just do this, and get rid of them, and we'll actually try and take 4 damage and see if we actually negate it. It wasn't high enough obviously, so we're going to try a bit over here. Do the ruined portal, and take a bit more damage. Oh, I guess Desert Temple will work, right? What are we gonna do? Yeah, not bad. Yes, I don't think we took any damage there. Yeah, so you're not going to take damage when you're using or wearing rubber armor. I assume maybe it only matters for the boots though. I don't think it matters for the whole armor set, but I can't say for certain. Yeah, okay, so as long as you got the boots, then I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. The rest is just for knockback resistance basically, and completing a full set. I mean, just having the helmet wouldn't make any sense, right? Because it needs to be the boots, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, of course. Says that. Don't know the enchant ability, unfortunately, so can't cover that. We've got the hazmat helmet, bottoms, and the chest plate, which I assume is what you'll mostly need. I'm assuming this considers the rest as well. And there's no boots, so I assume that's on purpose, so maybe you can just wear it alongside the rubber boots and that'll be fine. So yeah, there's air. I don't know if you have to apply oxygen to it or something else. As a cell maybe. There's no information saying you need others, so I don't know. There's hydrogen, there's no oxygen. Interesting. There's no separated oxygen here, is there? Okay, is there any other information I can find? So let's see. Hazmat, wearing the state of the art, yada. Integrated oxygen apparatus. You can roam around the nether without a worry of burning lava or swimming in lava. Cods with the risk of such and suching, or treading on the wire without getting shocked. So maybe, I don't think it would be Tazer resistant, or lightning resistant, I don't know. Charged up for coins, such and such, okay. Flame protection is passive, keeps cells with compressed air. Okay, so that's what we want for our oxygen. Oh, okay, so it just goes off that. Right, so it basically just detects what you've got in your inventory. Okay, maybe the first one was already consumed, that's why we had the one there. Okay. Okay, so we just go in fire, for example, or lava, for example. What are we gonna get here? Right, get in there, thanks. So we're taking damage still. Didn't seem to do much there. Is it fire maybe, not lava? I have no idea. Nothing. I don't know of any like nuclear reactor stuff in this. Chemical reactor, but that doesn't explode or do any other type of stuff. And there's no uranium. Obviously, first thing you think of when need of hazmat, I guess. I'm not too sure. Probably just makes you kind of resistant to it in a way. Compressed air for breathing, I guess, underwater. That makes sense, right? So is that gonna drop? That is dropping now, so that's his water breathing. That's just immediately dropping. Now, if we let that drop, I'm assuming it's going to consume the next cell that's available. I don't know if it pulls from elsewhere in your inventory, but we'll see. Because I'm assuming just having an alt bar is fine enough, but you don't probably need it to be there. So what do we got here? Any moment now. Yep, so it pulls from it, gives you an empty cell, and then immediately moves on. Okay. Cool, so you can breathe underwater easily for however many compressed cells you've got in your inventory. Don't know why that keeps happening, there for some reason just does not want to behave correctly. You're in cheat mode or you're not in cheat mode? Come on. And I assume the rest is maybe just to complete the look, or complete the process of having said stuff. Yes, that's obviously not going to work, but yeah. I assume that's just for completing everything else. You can probably just go with. No, so you do need the full thing. Or at least the helmet, of course. You need at least the helmet. The legs are probably just extra. Probably? I guess? I don't know. Or completely helps with the resistance of some things. I don't know. Either way. Finally, we have the night vision goggles, and we'll move to the Tazer soon. Now, I don't know the keybind for this. There is one. N. Okay, so N by default. You can turn that on. The power will drain really quick. You got 1 point of armor there, and you've got a 12-second of it. So when you immediately turn it off, that doesn't really matter, but it's still just what it's set to. And obviously you've got night vision for as long as you've got power. Pretty much. What's it like underwater? Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah. So I'm assuming it's night vision 1, it's not like a... I don't know if there even is multiple tiers, but if you could, obviously, with that when expanding on stuff. And yeah, I'll just keep this on. And finally we have the thing here, which is not... Passes uncharged. Okay, so you right click, sneak and click, sorry, to activate this one, not the same as the goggles. And then the others obviously can't do much with that. So what have we got here? We'll just use a zombie. Actually, we'll use a creeper, for example, and see if we can get a charge creeper. Seems not. Seems to be not. Passes charged. So it's used and then it stops. So it goes on and off constantly. So you can only use this one time, probably to like stun mobs or something. Or in the case of a creeper, not so much, but try to see a zombie or something. What we got here? So kind of like a slowness sort of effect for however long, I don't know much, but it seems like it didn't affect the creeper, so maybe about 5 seconds there. It's not too bad. But yeah, otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.